Welcome to The Red Thread, the Left Voice podcast where we dig deep into socialism, workers' struggles, anti-imperialism, art, and everything related to our fight against capitalism. My name is Killian.
And I'm Melanie.
Today's episode focuses on Amazon's true secret to success. Spoiler alert, it's not about innovation and technology, but something far older, capitalist exploitation.
Let's rewind to 2021. Jeff Bezos launched his Blue Origin spacecraft, an extravagant symbol of wealth. At the launch, he thanked Amazon employees for paying for all of this.
And then I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this. So seriously, forever.
And he may not have meant that literally, but his comment hinted at an undeniable truth. Amazon and Bezos' fortune come from the labor of Amazon's workers. During the pandemic, Bezos made so much money off the labor of Amazon workers that while they got on average a 99-cent hourly pay increase during that time, his wealth increase when divided into an hourly wage increased by $11 million an hour. I'm going to repeat that and just think about the last time you got a raise at work, if you've ever gotten that. My last one was probably like $1 and change, which was pretty good. He got a raise of $11 million per hour. Okay, that was his raise.
Amazon closed 2023 with $30 billion in profits and a workforce of 1.6 million globally, making it the second largest U.S. employer after Walmart. Most of these employees work in Amazon warehouses, packed with automated systems that demand round-the-clock labor. So how does this system operate? And at whose expense?
Amazon warehouses are vast spaces where workers move, pick, and pack products to be shipped at a frantic pace. Workers have to keep up with fast-moving conveyor belts and strict quotas, and the nonstop repetitive physical labor, combined with management's disregard for safety protocols, leads to people getting hurt. When that happens, workers are discouraged from reporting their injuries or going to the on-site first aid clinic, which only has the basics like ice packs, hot compresses, and ibuprofen. For the managers and bosses at Amazon, the only thing that really matters is that you keep working until you truly can't anymore, and then at that point, they can always fire you and replace you with someone they will treat just as badly.
The next step after the warehouse is the last mile delivery, the final stretch before packages reach customers, managed through Amazon's delivery service partners, or DSPs, which is technically an independent business, but the drivers pick up the packages at Amazon facilities, drive vans with the Amazon logo, and use Amazon devices to track the packages.
So they're functionally Amazon employees, but their status as contractors has been used as an argument against them by Amazon to stop driver unionization efforts. Not recognizing drivers as Amazon workers is open labor fraud. Amazon tries to cut every corner to advance in the flexibilization and precarization of work. It's also a tool to divide workers and make unionizing harder.
Kim Moody, a labor scholar, points out that Amazon logistics system relies on labor that is intensely controlled and constantly measured. While Amazon moves goods without altering them physically, it's the workers who create value by transforming those goods' location and getting them to the consumers, turning labor into profit. While Amazon gets a comparative advantage from all the data it has on consumer behavior, it's not consumer demand or tech efficiency making Amazon rich. It's the value workers produce under constant exploitation. Without them, all the information Amazon collects and hoards about consumers would be useless, because no one would be moving the packages.
In Amazon's world, technology isn't just a tool for production. It's a means of surveillance. Algorithms track worker productivity down to the second, calculating the speed of each task and pressuring workers to eliminate dead time. This control extends beyond warehouses as truck drivers, call center staff, and even supermarket cashiers feel the invisible hand of Amazon's tech-driven demands. Labor scholars call Amazon's system algocratic, algorithm-based autocracy. This hyper-efficiency combined with automation and AI helps make Amazon profitable, but creates a dehumanizing environment for workers. They have aptly protested, "We are not robots," signaling the degrading impact of Amazon's tech-backed exploitation. This system also harkens back to Marx's insights on capitalist production, where technological advances could free workers, but instead they serve to tie them closer to capital. Instead of reducing labor and freeing up time for workers to do what they please and not be at work, Amazon's tech intensifies labor, making work faster, more regimented, and ultimately more exploitive.
To understand exploitation, let's talk about surplus value. Marx defines surplus value as the value workers create beyond what they are paid. When an Amazon worker shift begins, they produce a value equal to their wage relatively quickly. But they don't stop there. They keep working, creating a profit for Amazon without additional compensation. This unpaid labor is what makes Amazon billions. It's a legalized form of theft, where the difference between what workers are paid and the value they produce goes directly into the pockets of Bezos and other shareholders. In Amazon's warehouses, capitalists impose strict control over work. Long hours, no real time for social or family life, mandatory overtime, surveillance, and even union busting are the norm. Amazon spends millions on union busting to keep wages low and unions out. The high turnover also makes it harder to organize effectively. In some locations, Amazon turnover rate reaches a staggering 150%.
Amazon's business depends on logistics, a sector with immense strategic potential for disrupting capitalist production by bringing supply chains to a halt. That's why strikes at Amazon aren't just about wages, because they challenge Amazon's labor practices and the broader capitalist structure. This is a battle over control of technology, information, and the environment. Amazon collaborates with the US government and foreign powers like Israel, building a global empire that exploits labor and resources across borders. Its platform monopolizes digital space, squeezing value from smaller companies and workers worldwide. But Amazon workers are rising up. Since the historic union victory in JFK 8 in Staten Island in 2022, more attempts to organize among warehouses and drivers are happening across the country. The Amazon labor union affiliated with the Teamsters, a decision that comes with pros and contradictions, but definitely showcases the massive potential of organizing Amazon and UPS workers together. UPS workers actually move an estimated 6% of the national GDP, so workers from both those companies striking together could have a huge impact on the labor movement. But we're going to talk about all of that in the following episodes.
So what's the secret to Amazon's success? Not groundbreaking technology, but deeply rooted exploitation, the theft of labor's value, and the ruthless control of workers through 21st century tech. Amazon embodies capitalism's worst features, hiding behind an image of convenience while exploiting a workforce that's constantly under surveillance. But we know that Amazon workers also hold a huge power. It's a giant that once it wakes up can shake the world.
Thank you for joining the Red Thread today. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a comment, share with friends or comrades, and let us know what you'd like to hear about in the future. Let's keep questioning, learning, and fighting to build a society where labor's value goes to the people who create it. Until next time, stay connected and keep organizing.